Mr. Chairman, thank you very much, and I appreciate each of you, not only your service to this issue, but really trying to work at this to where there's a larger consensus built about not just what's fairness, but really who fits where, what the responsibility is for local people and what the responsibility is for the federal government. Ms. Evans, you primarily are probably in the middle. By virtue of being in D.C., you have our help and the help from your own elected officials. What information is publicly available or available to those who would wish to have data and information on not just mail-in ballots, but the time a ballot is requested, the day it's mailed out, the day it's received back, the day it's... Is this available to a person or persons who would wish to gain access to the data and follow the data and be aware of that?
Thank you for the question, and we do have information on our website as far as the number of mail ballots, the number of individuals who voted in person. We also have an after-action report that we publish on our website after each election. We also have information regarding all of the Freedom of Information Act requests that we have received that is available on our website. We make every effort to ensure our process is transparent, and even while we are conducting elections and conducting a post-election audit, we have those processes open to members of the public to come in and view those for themselves.
Okay, thank you. The thing that I would like to see if you would be open to receiving is actually real transparency, where you had a database that you work within that you would make available that says this person requested a ballot. This person was mailed a ballot. This is, I'm sure, what's available to you internally to where you're able to effectively run your operation. But it is not unusual where this information is available in other locations to where if someone wanted a snapshot, I suppose that you would maybe form a different file if someone wanted to know who has requested a ballot. Do you then have a separate information that you may make that available to people on a daily basis, or do you segment this? How do you provide that information?
Under the Elections Modernization Amendment Act in the District of Columbia, voters do not actually have to request a mail ballot. We send a mail ballot to all registered voters. And so that information would be consistent with registered voters as far as who receives a mail ballot.
So the day before, 2 weeks before an election, or 3 weeks before an election, you would have a list of all the registered voters. That would be available to anyone that would choose to get that list, or is it available to candidates, or how is that made available?
Lists of registered voters are made available. You can even go inside of your public library, and we do post those lists of registered voters in the
Why
District of
inside a
Columbia.
public library? Is that
one.
transparency?
That's one place,
One
not the
place.
only place.
Is it available if a person were to say, please give me a list of all the registered voters in Washington, D.C. by precinct?
It is.
So that you would, then they would come and purchase, or you would send them the data?
It is not something we sell. They have access to the data. We would correspond with the individual as far as the best format to get that information to them.
So it could be that they would receive it via email or come to a database and then download it?
We have secure mechanisms to for large data files to individuals. So when we have large data files, we do have to follow protocols to ensure that we are adequately able to get that information to the requester.
So moving back to this question of when a person mails in their ballot, is there notification given to, or a person can ask for it at the time they receive a mail, that you receive a mail-in ballot?
Are you speaking about the personal individual, the
I'm talking
personal
about
voter?
any individual that mailed back their ballot.
Yes, we
to-
do have a mail ballot tracker with
That's
intelligent.
available to where people would be
Yes,
available.
sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I yield back my time.
Thank you very much.